Hello everybody, welcome to the Nocturnal Gaming Network. My name is Xeriua and today we are playing Assassin's Creed Revelations. So, last time we did some stuff and some things and, where were we? We were down here. We went to the docks and we retrieved a package for Sophia. And then we came up here and did some stuff, and then we went to Topkapi, I think, Topkapi? Yeah, let's go with that, Topkapi Palace, and we kept the prince from being assassinated by Byzantine Templars, and he wants us to go back and talk to him at some point. But first, it's been a long journey, so we are back near the Assassin's Bureau, and we are going to get some supplies. Yes, so the first thing we need to do is go speak with the banker. And I assume we have a good amount of money in the bank. Yes, we have 7,500 aksha in the bank. And next, we'll make our way around. We'll head to the blacksmith next, I think. Blacksmith, and then the doctor. That doctor. Yeah, that doctor's probably good. And then we'll head to the tailor. We'll stop right here and pick up some books on our way. And then last, maybe we should stop at the bookshop. I don't think we can get what we need from the bookshop right yet. Can we? Nah. I don't think we have enough of anything to get anything at the bookshop. So let's just go to the tailor and the doctor and the blacksmith and call it good. Here is the blacksmith, and we need to repair our armor. And we can actually buy the full set now of the ASAP armor. And can we get some new weapons? I don't think anything's really going to be better than Vlad the Impaler's sword. Nah. I mean, we've got, like, which one? This one has one to deflect. So we're actually not going to... Yeah, I'm not done. Hold on. One second, I need to talk to them again. Come on. Okay. So, we don't need any weapons. Do we need some small weapons? Maybe. That Arabian dagger gives us +3. But it costs a lot. I'm actually not going to do that. I don't yet have enough money for the crossbow. So we're gonna skip that one. Some knives. Yeah, okay, so we're good. We will head over here, and we need to see the doctor, and we need to see the tailor. Okay, here's our doctor friend. What's up, Mr. Doctor? I don't need to heal, but I do need some medicine. I think I got the fast-acting poison. Yes, I must have. I got the fast-acting poison in one of the previous videos. I apparently don't remember doing it, but we did. Ooh. Actually... we may not need to go to the bookstore, but there is a book right here we can get. So we will do that. What can we do for pouches? Okay, some medicine pouch upgrade, knife belt upgrade, knife belt. Ooh, we can do the heavy sheath. Let's do that right now, because that's like my favorite thing, to have the heavy weapons. And then Do we need a... I don't need the parachute bag. I don't really use knives. So let's go with the medicine. We can actually get one knife belt upgrade, and then while we're here, we will get more parachutes. Alright. So now we are outfitted. Time to head towards this book place.
He will get himself.
What do I need to do? Climb up the... Just climb up this tower? Is that what's going on here? Okay. Why are you having such trouble climbing this, Ezio? So we've got two book things right next to one another. We have the one on the Galata Tower right there. So the polo symbol's Galata. Locate the polo symbol and unlock the book's location. Cool, so let's go to Eagle Vision. So, ooh, we got one right there. I wonder if there are more. Like, no, I don't see anything. Alright. That's fine. Actually, there's some hay right there. Let's jump in that. Boom. Okay, and apparently we're jumping in the hay. I do not want to. I want to go over Ezio. Come on. Just climb on the wall, and climb up here, and get the book. Okay, so now that we have the book stuff out of the way, we need to find our way to a travel place. Fast travel location right there. So, we can go push some people out of the way here, and we can find our way to the sewers so we can travel through them. I don't really want to buy anything from the black market, people. I'll just make my own bombs. Okay, so here we are. We need to go to the palace. So let's look for that one right on the right that's really, really close to the palace. Apparently it's at the Hagia Sophia. Okay. So, even though I'm a friend of the prince, I still can't just, like, walk into the palace here, I guess. One thing we probably should do is take a quick look at our database. Oh, we have a bunch here. I don't think I read this guy. So, we have Velisel Tredat, a Wallachian noble by birth. Velisel Tredat joined the Assassins in his early 20s. He remains faithful to the Order for almost a decade, until the day the Assassins brokered a truce with the Ottoman Sultan Bayezid II for the Sentinel. This was the tantamount to treason. The Ottomans had shamed his people, conquered his lands, and murdered his secret idol, Vlad Tepes. Ooh, so this guy's idolizing a Templar. Latching on to his delusionment, the Templars recruited Val into their ranks, where he quickly became one of their most feared killers. And the harbor of Julian, a small port on the southern edge of Constantinople's peninsula that opens into the Sea of Marmara through small Though small, the harbor of Julian would have been the perfect port to receive Byzantine royalty in Constantinople's earliest days due to its close proximity to the Hippodrome and now the defunct Byzantine Grand Palace, which once stood immediately to the harbor's east. In Ottoman times, after the opening of the Grand Bazaar near the northern edge of the peninsula, merchants found it easier to bring their goods to the city via the northern ports, and this, combined with the Sultan's move to Topkapi Palace in the First Hill, made the harbor of Julian a less attractive port. We have the Little Hagia Sophia. The Ottomans called that one Kuyak Hagia Sophia, or Little Hagia Sophia. It was a Byzantine church initially built sometime around 500, and many believe it served as an early prototype for the larger Hagia Sophia Cathedral, built a few decades later. But I have my doubts. The two buildings may share some salient aesthetic features, but their structural elements were vastly different. It's obvious, right? I mean, if you bother to look closely. Sure, I'm not really sure. Well, okay, so we got the picture of the Little Hagia Sophia. Alright, and it's that building in the middle left of the picture with the tower coming out of the back of it. And then here's the big Hagia Sophia. So, I don't know. Maybe it looks similar. Maybe it'd be like a good... It would have been a good, trial type of thing to see if the design worked, and then if it did, maybe they try it on a grander scale. Anyway, so two earlier churches occupied the spot where Hagia Sophia stands, both of which were destroyed within 100 years of their construction. But the third building, built by Emperor Justinian in the 6th century CE, was a masterpiece built to last, and for almost 1,000 years it stood as the largest cathedral in all of Christendom, east and west. Following the Ottoman conquest of Constantinople in 1453, Sultan Mehmed swiftly converted the church into a mosque, Hagia Sophia Cami, but because he revered the building and its impressive history, he kept the structure and its contents virtually unchanged. The 4 minaret around its perimeter were added at various times in the century after conquest. These days, Hagia Sophia is not an official place of worship, rather it is a museum. So if you visit, keep this in mind. The voice you hear echoing between your ears might just be the guided tour audio. Okay. So mercenaries were highly mobile in the 16th century, moving from one contract to the next with ease, irrespective of who they were fighting and what they were fighting for. Often when a state bankrolled a band of mercenaries, ran out of money, the group would disband, only to become immediately hired by the opposing side. This ironic practice reached its most poignant height in the beginning of the 14th century when the Byzantine Empire, beset on all sides by hostile tribe, paid a small but fierce group of warriors to fight for their cause. Who were these much sought-after soldiers for hire? Ottomans. So the Ottomans fought for the Byzantines before conquering them. Alright, some mercenaries were honorable, of course, fighting for causes they believed in, but in times of hardship and perpetual strife, such men as these were few and far between. Where they existed, however, they were much sought after. So we have the walled obelisk, alternatively called the walled column or Constantine's column. This obelisk stands proudly in the center of the old hippodrome. Though it seems to fit the style of the original structure, it was actually built some 500 years later. In the 10th century, it was repaired and further augmented by Constantine VII, thus earning its current name. After the Ottoman conquest, when the hippodrome was finally and fully abandoned, the obelisk became a favorite location for the Janissaries to train and show off their strength in climbing contests. Yes, that'd be fun. So we have the Hippodrome. The Hippodrome once stood as one of the purest examples of Constantine's classic Greek origins, though the original structure dates back to pre-Roman times when the city was still called Byzantium. The Hippodrome was enlarged and improved by Constantine the Great, and remained in use for nearly 800 years. It began to fall into disrepair after 1200, around the time of the Fourth Crusade, when marauding Christian armies from the west, sent forth by Pope Innocent III, sacked the city on their way to the Holy Land. By the time Byzantine Emperor Mikhail Palaiologos had recaptured the city in 1261, the Hippodrome was in poor state, and he made no effort to restore it to its former glory. When the Ottomans took over in 1453, all hope that it would ever be repaired dwindled to nothing, since chariot racing wasn't really a Turkish hobby. Okay. So we have the Hagia Irani, the second largest Byzantine church in Constantinople. Hagia Irani, or Holy Peace, sits just inside the walls of Topkapi Palace on the first hill, restored from a near ruin by Justinian. In the 6th century, it served as an Orthodox church for almost 1,000 years. After the Ottoman conquest, the Sultan's Janissaries used the building as an armory, owing to its close proximity to the royal palace. Today, however, neither prayers nor guns fill the space with any regularity. Its primary use is a musical hall. Okay, so now we have Topkapi Palace. In the dwindling years of the Byzantium Empire, many of the once great imperial palaces lay in ruins, shattered by centuries of fighting and economic collapse. Following the Ottoman conquest, Mehmet II ignored all previous developed imperial sites in favor of a strategically secure spot atop the first hill, at the very tip of the peninsula. Construction on the Sultan's new palace, called Janissaries, or New Palace, initially began in 1459 and would conclude almost 10 years later, although every subsequent sultan would continue to add to the complex. Topkapi would see some of the greatest expansions under the 50-year reign of Suleiman the Magnificent. For many centuries thereafter, Topkapi Palace served as the centerpiece of the Sultan's power, and contained everything he needed to comfortably oversee his empire. The harem for raising and educating the wives of future royalty, the divan for his meetings with the sublime Porte, barracks for the Janissaries, and the Sultan's personal residence. But the tastes of some sultans were notoriously fickle, and for a brief period near the end of his reign, Sultan Bayezid temporarily located himself to Erdin in the north, giving our beloved assassins a bit more leeway to wander the palace grounds without attracting too much attention. Yes, that's good. So we have the Janissaries. Both admired and feared by the populace, the Janissaries were the Sultan's elite soldiers, expertly trained warriors loyal only to their leader, raised from an early childhood through the Devshiram system, the practice of conscripting intellectually and physically exceptional Christian children for permanent positions in the Ottoman military and government. The Janissaries were a unique, influential social class all their own. While they were not free in the standard sense, they nonetheless had an inordinate influence on imperial politics, and any man who failed to gain their favor would never become an effective ruler. As one historian of the era wrote, the Janissaries terrified the people of Istanbul. Above all, don't let any of your people get into quarrels with the Janissaries. The Porte functionaries advised foreign ambassadors, because we would be quite unable to do anything for you or for them. When bands of Janissaries entered a district, the shopkeepers immediately shut up shop. It was usually impossible to stop them ransacking a city after it had surrendered. By the end of Melmet II's reign, the Janissaries had become a military and political force with unprecedented power, and would begin to influence the course of the empire's growth in ways no sultan had ever dreamed. Alright, so we've got some real powerful warrior peoples, and we have lots of locations. So now we need to go find our friend Suleiman and see what he has to say to us. While we're here, we should also hit that viewpoint. Oh, come on, Ezio, you can do this. Get up there. So, where is the viewpoint? Right here. Okay, so it's that tower, I think. Cool. We are going to apparently jump off. I want to jump at the building, not at random, random nothingness, Ezio. Alright. Now we can make it into Topkapi Palace's grounds. Ooh, there's people right there. Hey, Mr. Janissaries. I'm not really here. No, it's fine. It's fine. Oh boy, they are gonna wreck me. Alright, let's do this. Let's go, Janissary guys. Let's call all my assassin friends in here. Oh, they've got guns. Okay. That wasn't so bad. All my assassins did all the work. I just kind of stood there and got shot. Where's the fourth one? There was a fourth one, right? Did he fall off the building? Oh well. Whatever. I will not bother. I will climb up here. I will view the viewpoints. How can I... How do I do this? Do I climb up the inside? No. Ah, right here. Okay. That's perfect. That's just what we need to get up here. And we can synchronize. Alright, so we got two more groups of Janissaries there. Our assassin peoples are ready, so you know what? I'm just gonna wander around them and see if I can maybe get to the wall without them seeing me, but if they do see me, it's no big deal. Like, great, climb up right here, Ezio. Perfect. Good job. And Suleiman must be, like, below us? Yes. Hey, Suleiman, what's up?
I have arranged a meeting with my uncle Ahmed and the Janissary captain, Tarik Barlate. The Janissaries are loyal to my grandfather, but they have lately become angry over his choice of the next sultan.
Your uncle?
Exactly. The Janissaries prefer my father, Salim.
You are in a tough spot. But how do the Byzantines fit into this?
I had hoped you might know. Would you be willing to help me find out?
I am tracking them myself. I can help you, as long as our interests run parallel.
I will take what I can get. There is a hatch at the top of that tower which leads to a secret room. Go there, wait, and watch.
Okay, so we are to spy on his uncle. Suleiman Suleiman is investigating the attempt on his life. Eavesdrop on the conversation with the Janissary captain, Tarik Barleti. And for full synchronization, we must not be detected. So there are Janissaries everywhere here. Let's see if... Let's just go out here. We'll go around so we don't get into trouble. Oh, come on, Ezio. Climb on the barrels and climb up the wall. There you go. I knew you could do it. I had faith in you. So, we will just, you know, kind of wander around the outside of the courtyard here. And we'll make our way there. Make our way to the tower. Such epic music. Okay, I think we made it without causing too much trouble. Or, well, in this case, any trouble.
Heed my nephew, Tarik. Your incompetence borders on treason. And to think that today, your Janissaries were outshone by an Italian lute player. Preposterous.
An inexcusable failing, Effendi. I will conduct a full investigation.
I will conduct the investigation, Tarik. For reasons that should be obvious.
Evet, Shehzadem. You have your father's wisdom.
And his impatience. Uncle, I am relieved to see you safe.
Likewise, Suleiman. Allah emanat olun. Tarik Bey, a word. What was the purpose of this attack, I wonder? To make me look weak? An ineffective steward of the city? If you are the hand in this mess, Tarik, you have made a grave mistake. My father has chosen me as the next Sultan, not my brother.
Ahmed, I am not depraved enough to imagine the conspiracy you accuse me of.
What have I done to earn such contempt from the Janissaries? What has my brother done for you that I have not?
May I speak freely?
You'd better.
You are weak, Ahmed. Pensive in times of war and restless in times of peace. You lack passion for the traditions of the Ghazi, yet you speak of fraternity in the company of infidels. You make a decent philosopher, Ahmed, but you will be a poor sultan.
You may show yourself out.
Quite a family,
Your uncle lacks sway over the men he will soon command.
Tarik is a hard man. Proud and capable, but ambitious. And he admires my father greatly.
But he failed to secure this palace against the Byzantine invasion. That alone is worth our attention.
Precisely.
Where should we begin?
For now, keep an eye on Tarik and his Janissaries. They spend much of their free time in and around the bazaar.
I will start there when I can.
Alright, so we have completed the mission without being detected. And yeah, I don't know why it took so long to tell us we completed the mission, but it took quite a while. So, apparently, the only thing we have left on our map to do is that book memory, whatever that is. Where is it? At the Galata Tower. Okay. Good enough. So I guess we will do that next. Yes. We will head to the Sophia memory next time when we come back. Thank you all so much for watching. My name is Xeriua. This is the Nocturnal Gaming Network, bringing you Assassin's Creed Revelations. Have a wonderful night.